Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gobind. This is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you also for watching the replay. So as you guys know, as of, I believe it was Thursday or Friday, I can't remember the date, but Mars moved into the Pleiades, opening up this beautiful portal for us to connect to Pleiadian energy, which in essence really is about having fun and letting ourselves enjoy life a little bit more and not being so tied to the responsibilities and the things that make life kind of difficult, but just letting ourselves go with the flow. And then we had this beautiful, powerful full moon in Virgo that literally just like blasted us open, and with the Pleiadian portal still being open, it'll close the day after Mars goes into Gemini. So Gemini goes, well, it won't even close then because it'll be a few degrees. So this is a big one. This is big Pleiadian energy like this. So I wanted to focus on that, and I want to, call in the Pleiades and channel that energy tonight on the reading. So if you're in getting a reading tonight, you can sign up by sending $25 to my PayPal, and you find the link in the description of the video. And I know there's a few of you that have already signed up, so I'm going to check the list very soon. But I'm going to say hi to everybody that's in the chat. We got Kim, hello, how's it going? Welcome in. We have Deepa, aloha. Thank you for astrological updates. They have been stellar. Oh yes, I love that, Deepa. Thank you. We got Rebecca here. Thank you for being here. And Valerie here as well. Christina G. Hello. Nelly, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Yes, you guys are all doing really well. Let me check the list real quick. And I know that the first reading that we have is Christina G. Hello, Amber. And so we can just go ahead and kind of hop right into it. So Christina, if you want to put up your question while I'm checking the PayPal, that will be and hello, Dawn. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Okay. PayPal. Where's PayPal? You can also the email. That'll work as well. So Valerie. So it's Christina G, and then it's Valerie, and then it's Amber. Those are the 3 people that are on the list so far. And if you've never done a reading with me yet, okay, cool, Christine. If you've never done a reading here yet, the mini readings, the way that they work is when I call your name, I'll quite often read off the list. Hey, Wendy, welcome in. I'll quite and Colette, hello. I'll read off the list and let you know the order so you can kind of keep in mind like where we're at. But I will also ask you to put your question in the chat when it's your turn. So you just kind of have it in your little notes section and then copy and paste it into the chat, and that works really well. So I'm going to take a moment and clear the cards. So thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, for being here with us today. Thank you, the Pleiades, this beautiful Pleiadian portal and this powerful full moon, for activating our energies and activating my ability to channel. I'd like to ask help clearing the energy of all of the cards that I'm going to be using, as well as all of the astrology, the iPad, because I use the iPad for those charts, as well as my energy, so that I can be that clear, open channel for the grace, the wisdom, the intuition, and the powerful messages to flow through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Satnam, Satnam, Waheguru. Okay, we are ready. Oh, is the sound a little crackly? That's interesting. I will disconnect it and then connect the microphone, and hopefully that will help. Is anyone else experiencing that as well? I'm going to do it anyways. Give me a second. Is that any better, you guys? Is that better? Usually it's just like the connection might, I'm not surprised. Yeah, the microphone. I'm not surprised because of the strong energies that are going on right now, that that the mic would be acting up. The connection is definitely strong. Better? Okay, good. That makes me feel good. Yeah, right while I was doing the prayer, right? Oh my God, crazy. I think it's better. Is it still crackling? It's so funny because it doesn't. Let me actually see what you guys are listening to. It's perfect now. Okay, I think it's better. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go. Checking PayPal real quick one more time. Okay. So Christina G, any messages from Spirit for Christina? Let's see what we got. I am going to start by using the vice versa tarot because I think, whoa, that was cool. I don't know, that was just really cool how it was like see-through. All right. Any messages for Christina from her spirit guides, angels, teachers? Thank you for letting me know. I can't stand when the sound sucks when I'm listening to broadcasts. Thank you to all the moderators for being here and assisting. Let's see what we got. All right, and all right. And I guess we can go with those 3 for now. So, first card we get is the Ace of Swords. Except in the vice versa tarot, we are seeing it from this perspective, which is from behind. And so there's an idea that you're seeing into the future, but it almost feels like it's not quite reachable yet. It's like you're observing, maybe someone else has the idea, maybe someone else is feels like they're ahead of you, maybe someone else, it feels like you're not quite understanding, you haven't quite yet found the clarity that you're looking for, and that can be a little bit frustrating. But this idea, this clarity of mind that you're searching for is like it's just beyond your reach, but it's right there too. And so if you follow the idea, if you follow the thought, if you follow your mind and continue to process it, you're going to eventually get to that place of clarity. The next card that we get, oh, what card is this? I think this is the Death card. Yeah, these don't have names, but 13, the number 13 apparently is the Death card. And this is the perspective that we get of the Death card. So we see the two soldiers. They are at a grave site, and they are, hello, Jessica, and they are putting flowers and like adorning the grave site. And it seems like it's like the sacred, there's a female figure that has died, and they're like adorning the gravesite. There's also a raven there. There's also like this there's a skull. There's this like magical little potion thing. And somehow she's like freed, because she's like, they don't see her, but she's back there like dancing naked in front of the sun. So what I feel in this card is like there's a liberation energy. There's obviously the Death card in general represents the death of the ego, the transformation, the letting go, the surrendering, the releasing, the going with the flow. And then that death, that symbolism of death, completely releases you to fully grasp what's going on, to be free in your sense of self. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. That's so sweet. Thank you for that donation. So this is what needs to happen in order for you to fully embrace your mind, to fully embrace clarity. For the clarity to come, you have to let go of what you think, what your ego maybe wants. You have to kind of check yourself and be like, okay, does this make sense? Is this really something that I personally, is this really what I believe? Is this really what I think? Is this thought pattern really gonna, is this really true, right? Or is this just something that I just like that my ego wants? So the ego death is what frees you to really truly find the clarity. But once you go through this transformation, once you like actually let go of this thing that really needs you to let go of it, and so you can free yourself, we pull the Hanged Man. And so these are two major arcanas that are coming out for you. So you're going to go through a period of time where it's like the waiting game. You have to wait. And what I'm hearing is let it come. Wait for it. It's not exactly the perfect time right now. But you have to let go of the mind kind of the control. You have to kind of let go of that energy. I do want to pull a couple of the Avalon cards for you to see what else they want to tell you. Oh my God, interesting. We just pulled the Burden card. Wow. So that's the energy that I'm feeling. I'm feeling like something is weighing heavy on you, and it's difficult to move on. It's difficult to process in some way, shape, or form. So if you allow yourself to process and let go, think of a new pathway of thinking about the situation. Let it come, relax your energy, and let go of the burden. Don't hold on to the burden, because I don't think it's going to help you at all. And then once you do that, what's going to happen is this is when the joy will return into your life. We pull the joy card in the Avalon deck. This is when joy will return, and you will once again feel more playful, right? Because the joy is definitely like the Pleiadean energy coming through and saying, maybe right now it doesn't feel like super amazing because there's something that feels heavy that you're dealing with, but soon it will release, it will let go, and you'll be freed of it. So that's your reading. Thank you, Christina. Appreciate it. And we've got Valerie next. So Valerie, feel free to put up your question. And then after Valerie, it's going to be Amber. And I do want to thank everybody that is here hanging out with us in this chat and watching this video. I love also how these can be really opportunities to learn as well. If you're new to tarot or oracle cards or divination tools or things like that, these readings, these mini readings that I do once a week are really good opportunities to learn about all of that. All right. Natal birth chart for my daughter, Jessica. Okay, cool. So I'm going to pull the chart and then I'm going to share it on the screen. So we've got Jessica. We've got 7/18/91. And 11/11. Oh, cool time. 11/11. And then Pasadena. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out the ceremony from last night, make sure you do. We had a really good time. I had so much fun playing music. It was the best. It was really the best. Jai, I want a personal reading. I can't remember how I did it before. Oh, you just send 25 to the PayPal link, and I think the Wendy's posting the link. So if you click on that link, it'll send you to my PayPal, and then I'll get the notification, and then I'll add you to the list. Okay, so let's share the screen here. And I see there's a couple of people getting on the list. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is a good time. The energies are very strong. So that was, give me 1 second. The thing is thinking. And I also wanted to check the list real quick because I know a couple people. Then Mikal. And that's Deepa. Just signed up as well. Okay. Share screen. Nine 962. 9962. Okay. Do you guys see the chart? Oh, right. Yes, Deepa, I got your name on the list. So, Kimberly says I paid $133 before. What was that for? I don't actually remember that. I have to check. I have to check back on that. I don't remember. Triple Moon Goddess, hello. How's it going? Jessica, hello. Valerie, yes. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's do this reading and we will see what we got here. So 1991. How old is your daughter? I'm not even going to do the math in my head. All right, so 25 degrees of Cancer is her sun sign. So I'll go through all like the basic stuff and then we will kind of see the story unveil. I like that you chose to do so Kimberly, definitely send me an email about that, because that's kind of like a personal information thing, and we can discuss that. That's like, so tonight we're just gonna do mini readings, but I honestly don't remember. I don't have any readings that are 133. So we'll have to kind of check that out and see and communicate about that. Okay. So basically, the sun in Cancer is a very intuitive sign. It's a very intuitive energy. This is the connection to the moon. This is where the sun feels at home. I mean, where the energy of her chart and her soul feels at home is being in her heart space. All right, awesome, original Starbucks. That sounds good. Is being in her heart space. This is where your daughter feels the best. And she's going to be very nurturing. She's going to be very giving. She's going to be very present for people. And they're going to feel that nurturing energy coming off of her as well. So that's the sun. What is her moon? Her moon is in Libra over here. And oh, she's in the chat. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm just going to talk directly to you, Jessica. There's a lot of notifications coming in about PayPal. So thank you guys. I'll check the list in a moment. So moon in Libra is a very balanced energy. So in terms of your emotions, hang on a second. Okay. So Libra, you're like the diplomat in terms of your emotions, in terms of your expression. You have to process your emotions in a way that seems to be very logical. So you're like, you'll weigh things out. You'll say, this is one thing that could possibly be, or I could possibly choose, or I could possibly feel this way. But what if I felt this way? And what if I took this into account? And what if I took that into account? And so what happens is that those two things, they come together, and eventually you like decide, okay, this is how I'm going to feel. The other thing that can happen with the Libra moon is that this is a place where you can also, because you're always going back and forth and trying to figure out exactly how you feel, what can happen is like you may have a hard time making up your mind or making decisions, because you're like, oh, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Right? That's the moon in Libra. Doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Like, they want everybody to feel heard. They want everyone to feel connected. And so like that becomes this very interesting sort of like, you don't want to be walking on eggshells, because you have to at some point like make up your mind and decide what you want to do, and not worry about what anybody is going to think or whether somebody's feelings are going to be hurt. You also have this is possibly also a very interesting energy, because you also have the sun, your sun, squaring your moon. And when the sun squares the moon, this in a natal chart, this can feel like a very challenging aspect that kind of shows up, and it's like you're battling with your own self and your own emotions, because the moon in the sign of Cancer is at home. So the sun is in the moon's like dignified sign, but right now, but in your chart, the moon is actually in Libra. And so you may feel a little bit of a challenge sometimes between like what you really truly want inside and what you express out to the world. So that's in terms of the sun and the moon. So let us talk about your nodes, because I see two really strong stelliums here with your north and your south node. So in your north, you have a north node in Capricorn, and you have south node in Cancer. So as a like a divine purpose, a sort of destiny. You are here to focus. So this is what you want to focus your energy on. You're here to focus basically on all of this stuff. What is all this stuff? Besides these two, which I don't really, I can go deeper into those in like another personal reading. But for now, I just want to talk about these major things here that are right with the Capricorn. So we've got Uranus in Capricorn, Neptune in Capricorn, and also Juno in Capricorn. So as a purpose, for a purpose in this lifetime, you're here to like focus a little bit more on career. The interesting thing about this is that this is in your fourth house of the home. So you may be somebody who feels really comfortable working at home, who feels really connected being in this space. And so when you're able to do that, you feel the best. And it has to do with your intuition, because Neptune is right there. So you're here to trust your intuition about your goals and what you want to achieve in the world. And you do have big goals, so you have to trust that your gut instinct will tell you exactly where you need to go. And these goals are going to be like, you're here to help like bring forth a legacy, a new legacy for humanity, like create new structures that will be innovative, that will change the world, that will help kind of usher in the Aquarian age. With your Juno in Capricorn as well, I don't know what relationships you have and things like that, or partnerships you're in, but Juno is the asteroid of marriage and can tell you the qualities that you're going to feel the best with in a relationship, in a soulmate kind of relationship. So Capricorn qualities, someone who's mature, someone who is a Capricorn, someone who has Capricorn planets, all of those energies, and someone who's going to help guide you forward to walk towards your mission. So in a past life, this is why having your sun and your Chiron right there with your south node, there's a deep healing. You're healing your heart space. That is a very important thing for you to recognize. Is Chiron in Cancer is about not feeling like a weirdo because you feel like you'll never be able to nurture anybody, or you feel like you'll never be a good mom or whatever. Like those may be thoughts that kind of cross your mind, because this is where your south node, and that's like past life stuff, karmic stuff, lessons also that you came here to learn, to revisit as well. And this is like allowing yourself to trust yourself and your intuition, and then when you know exactly where you want to be in life, you let that intuition guide you forward in life towards your destiny. And if you're with an Aquarius, by the way, also you are going through your Saturn return. That's why I wanted to know how the age, but you're going, so I have like this hair. You're going through your Saturn return right now, this year. And so that is like, look out for, what happens during the Saturn return is you go through an experience where you're like, you have to face either an authority figure or something that represents authority, something that you come up against that teaches you how to become more mature in life. That is, and it's gnarly any way you look at it, any way you cut it. It's like not something that's going to feel good. But at the same time, it's an expansion of the mind, because it's the Aquarian energy. And so this person that you're with, if their sun is in Aquarius, is making a connection to your Saturn. Just in general, that doesn't really mean much more other than the fact that they have this connection and they feel like drawn to you. They may look at you as like you're their teacher in some way, and that's also what that means. Let's see if there's anything else that jumps out at me. You are a Libra rising, so that means that Venus rules your chart, and Venus and Mars in your chart are in Virgo, which means that you are also pretty picky with your relationships and what you want and what you truly desire and all of those things. You're definitely, you focus on the details and you really want things to be a certain way and you really know how you want things to be. So those are the things that kind of jump out at me. I would say that you have definitely this energy here with your nodal axis. And when I talked about like being in the past and not getting stuck in the past and moving forward into your destiny is something that I would definitely focus on in your life. But thanks so much, you guys, for getting that reading. And yeah, I hope it brought you insight. All right. So next we have Amber. I'm going to go check PayPal real quick one more time. So after Deepa, we have Susan. And then after that, we have Jessica. Let's actually go like this. Jessica, hang on, I want to write these all down. After Jessica, we got Kimberly. Okay, so Amber, I think you posted your question. There it is. Okay, so you want a transit reading. So let me, and I have to tell you guys, I am not at all paying attention to the chat while I was doing that other reading. Okay, so I apologize if I missed any comments that you wanted me to see. So here we are, Amber, transit reading, 3871. 1 p.m. There's a place called Aloha in Oregon. That's crazy. I had no idea. All right, let's put the transits. And then we're going to share the screen. Okay. What's the difference between a transit versus a progressed reading? It's the same info for all the readings if you're going to do astrology. Birthday, time, and location. If you want a transit reading, that's current energies. Progressed reading is current phase that you're going through in life. Like the life phase, and the progressions, they move really slow. So this is like the phase that you're dealing with for like 2.5 years and stuff like that. Okay, so here we go. It's pronounced different. I have no idea how it would be pronounced. Aloha. Oh, okay, cool. All right, here we go. Amber, your chart in the center and the transits on the outside. So let's see what jumps out at me. Your North Node, wow. Your North Node in Aquarius. So all of the Aquarius transits and your Venus in Aquarius as well, so all of the Aquarius transits are like shining this big light on your destiny, and you're here as part of your destiny to revolutionize the world, like come up with new ways of like helping humanity, like changing the world, and doing it in a way that like helps people, like focus on the people, and also to expand your own mind and to learn about people in general. So right now there's like, you may be feeling like this reactivation, like be inspired about your destiny. So, oh, I didn't catch that. It's her husband's reading. Thank you. I caught it. Okay. Well, this is for your husband then. So is he watching? He is feeling like he's like re-inspired right now, like getting totally re-inspired by all of the Aquarius placements, like just shining a light and activating his North Node in Capricorn. So he's like a little humanitarian soul at heart. The other thing is also a Pisces sun. And so he's, his birthday is going to be in like, just a few days. It's Pisces season, so happy birthday to him. Thank you, Wendy. um and that's it's just like, okay, this is your time. This is your season. This is going to feel really good. This is going to activate your intuition. This is going to bring in for you new insight into your life. And because you have sun in the ninth house, you yourself you may not know this about yourself, but you may, to other people, you're like a teacher to them. You're like this very wise teacher that like can tap into things that most people can't. Because Pisces energy with Mercury and Pisces too, it's like you are intuitive and you are psychic. And so people they get drawn to you because they want to learn from that wisdom. They want to learn from that energy. And so this is like Pisces season always activates your sun and your Mercury and your intuition. So stronger intuition in the next 2 weeks. Then let's see what else is happening here. I want to tell you this, like, so on the equinox, we're going to have a really powerful activation of the sun and Venus. They're going to make their next Venus star point, and they're going to be in your 10th house. And that's an activation for you, for your business, for your career. This is like saying, okay, when the sun and Venus conjunct, this is a new beginning, a new spark, a new, maybe new ideas, a new project, maybe even a whole new business. Like take that energy and carry it with you as you start to move through this month of March. Because I think you may be already feeling the inspiration, right? You got your North Node lit up. You got, we're in Pisces season. But then as soon as the sun moves into Aries and conjuncts Venus, it's going to be in your 10th house of career. And you're going to feel this kind of like powerful activation that moves you forward and inspires you to create something new in your life. So that's what I see that is really standing out to me in terms of the transits. So thank you, Amber and husband. Okay, so Deepa is next, and then it's Susan, and then Jessica, and then Kimberly. And I'll check people one more time just in case somebody else signed up. But I think that's it so far. Yep. Okay. So whenever you're ready, I guess I'll check some of the comments that I missed, yeah? Etienne, is that how you say it? I have a string Chiron in my natal chart. What does that mean? A string Chiron. Triple moon goddess, my moon is in Libra. Hello, Jessica. Dawn, that's really funny. I got my ascendant as Taurus with only Chiron influence. It is the age of Aquarius. Okay, here we go. Deepa's question. There is a musical place I go to every summer that I believe has Pleiadean starseeds. I feel intrinsically connected. I would like the Pleiadean perspective on this. Okay. Hey, Nelly. Yes, we can see your question. Okay, the Pleiadean perspective on this. A musical place that I go to every summer and has Pleiadean energy. Okay, so what wisdom can we have for... You know what? I'm not going to use the tarot cards. I'm going to use the astrology cards and the oracle cards. Okay, that one jumped out pretty quickly. Jupiter. So that's a big yes. Yeah, big yes. Jupiter is like, when you think of Jupiter, he expands everything he touches. We got the trine, the crescent moon, and the sun. So big fat yes. It is. There's definitely Pleiadian energy. The trine is so it's a place where you can literally be in it and like absorb harmonious energies. That's what it is. And then we get the sun. And so the sun trine Jupiter, this is beautiful. So sun trine Jupiter days are days of abundance. They're days of prosperity. They're days of good luck. So when you connect to that energy, when you go to this place, that's literally what you're connecting to and why it feels so good. And it feels like so expansive. Yeah, this is a really cool reading. So also you get the waning crescent moon. And so when you go there, it's a time for it's like restorative energy. Like it's almost like a little vortex. I'm feeling like it's like over here in Sedona, we have like these vortexes. And if you literally just sit with them, you can like get recharged. And that's exactly what this thing is, what this place is. It is a place where you get to surrender. You get to restore your energy. We get to reflect. Your intuition will strengthen and you will be able to connect with like the stillness of like basically the universe, and everything and all of those, everything that comes with connecting, with the earth and the stars and the moon and the sun and all of that. So yes. Oh, wow. Wow. This is cool. So then you get the spider. So this place is not just on its own. It's almost like it's a point that is connected to other points on Earth, to other ley lines on Earth. Like I'm seeing like there's certain portals on Earth, and this is like a place that's very powerful and very connected, almost like if you went to a crystal cave and then you're in it and you're like, whoa, but it's like a point that connects to other points on Earth. And so that's what this is. So like, it's like 100% yes, very powerful place to recharge your energy and connect to the Pleiades, connect to joy, recharge, release, restore, all of that. So yeah, that was a really, really cool question. That was a really cool question. So we've got Susan next. And thank you. Yeah, thank you for asking that. And the list is open. Yes, thank you, Wendy. Magical. Yeah, definitely a magical space. Okay. All right. So Susan, Jessica, and then Kimberly. So as we wait for Susan's question, I'm just going to check the chat. You're welcome. Yeah, it was, oh, hey, babe, I'm going to check the chat. And yeah, it was a definitely quick, it was a fast answer. It was like, there it is. There's the answer. Yes. So very, very cool. All right. Transit reading. All right. Let's pull up your chart. Okay. We've got 125, 74, 614, and Columbia, Maryland. Oh, Columbia. I was spelling it wrong. Columbia. Okay. All right. Transits. Here we are. Okay. I just got like a weird notification from PayPal that I haven't seen before, so let's see what that's about. Let's share the screen, but I'll check it after this. After this chart. 9194. Yeah, I loved that question. That was a really awesome question, wasn't it, Orbicron? By the way, I love your name. Like Orbicron. The coyotes. What are we doing? This. Oh no, maybe that's just a dog barking at the coyotes. It's definitely some, because Gaia is about to start barking herself. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So let's see what we got for Susan. So something interesting that I notice when I look at your chart is that you have North Node in Sagittarius, and the South Node right now is in Sagittarius. And then you also have your South Node in Gemini, will exactly conjunct Saturn too, and the North Node right now is in Gemini. So you're going through it like a reversal nodal return, which means that you may be feeling a little bit funky, because like the universe is asking us to focus on like the things that you have. Okay, awesome, Nelly. To focus on the things that you have, that you are in essence in yourself asked to move away from, because your life is about focusing on finding more adventures. Your life is about exploring the world, expanding your horizons, expanding your mind, allowing yourself to connect to very beautiful energies and different experiences. You're supposed to have a lot of different experiences. Right now, we can't really do that. We can, but not in the way that we normally like. We don't, the freedom feels like it's a little bit like taken away. And that can feel really intense, because this is worldwide where this is going on. However, I did have a conversation today with someone, and I was like, you know how it feels like the world is kind of caving in, but at the same time, there's other areas of our life where we feel like there's a lot of growth. Well, what you can do if you're feeling the funky energy of like the nodal, like the reversal, is to allow yourself to find and be able to explore where you're at, instead of trying to like go and like travel the world and things like that. So I'm kind of making assumptions here about like maybe you have a desire to travel the world, but really it's about it's a message about let yourself explore your world right now. What can you learn new that's right here right now, that you don't need to like go to a faraway land to figure it out. And also this tells me that it's very important for you to allow yourself to take journeys through your mind's eye, to take like astral travel journeys or shamanic journeys, because your third eye in that way is really tapped in, and you can really like travel long distances with your astral body. So that's a really, really interesting thing that has just come up in your chart. You also have your sun in Aquarius, and all of the you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart. So you have your sun, you have Venus too, you have Mercury and Jupiter and the moon. So what this means is that all of your Aquarian energy in your chart is getting activated by all of the Aquarius transits. So you feel like your soul is getting like a hit of like electricity, where you're blasting off you're blasting off into new realms, into new worlds, and it feels so electric that you may be experiencing some kind of nervous like activity, like heightened intuition, synchronicities happening, sudden events, maybe kind of just coming up. And that we had a new moon recently that was in Aquarius, and this moon was very powerful, and it activated your own natal moon and your own natal Jupiter. And that is like, that will have also felt like a new powerful beginning, also in your second house of money and finances, and bringing in abundance into your life, and learning to grow and strengthen your own self-esteem in your life. But all of the Aquarius placements are like getting this kind of boost. They're like being blasted. It's really intense. That's what I see. Let's see. You also were born with Mars in Taurus. So you're like having this Mars return, and you are a very stable person in terms of the way that you take action. You like to take your time doing things. And so right now with the energy, it might feel good. So a lot of people get frustrated with Mars in Taurus, but I think for you, you're like, oh yes, finally Mars is in Taurus. Like I can relax and take my time to do the things that I have to do. You may be feeling harmonious connection with that energy because it's like a Mars return for you. And let's see what else jumps out at me here. You're a Capricorn rising. So last year was probably really difficult for you. Last year, for anybody that has Capricorn energy, like whether it's Capricorn rising or Capricorn sun, you have a lot of your asteroids. Wow, like a lot of your asteroids are conjunct in Capricorn. And so this is a very wise, like crone energy. For some reason, like the mother, the crone, but it's beyond the mother. It's like the crone. It's like the wisdom of the elders that really like shines through you. And with all of the asteroids there in Capricorn, like 2020 might have felt a little bit gnarly. And now it feels like, okay, we've moved on from that energy and we're ready to like, you became very wise last year. A lot of things may have happened that really activated your own innate wisdom in your own chart. And now you're taking that wisdom on forward into your life. So that is what I see. And thank you for getting this reading. That was for Susan. Now we have Jessica and then Kimberly and I believe Nelly. I'm going to go check real quick. Okay, so Nelly. And remember, when you sign up for a reading, you guys, you also get entered to win something that I give away every month. Like I do a giveaway, and sometimes I give away a reading, and sometimes I give away jewelry. I make my own jewelry. Sometimes I give away different kinds of stuff. So that is that's something cool about my mini readings. So today would be the last day of the month. So then next week or the next time I do mini readings, yes, the list is still open. The next time I do mini readings, we'll do the giveaway and I'll draw a name. So Susan says, I'm here in Arizona going to Mexico the end of the month. Been feeling so trapped with COVID. Wow, I've never done this. Shamanic travel. Yes, self-esteem needing growth. Last year, super rough, was emotionally brutal. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we got Jessica and then we got Kimberly and then we have Nelly and Nora. If you get on the list, you'll be after Nelly. Thank you everyone for being here and getting readings. Today is like this whole week is like this really powerful Pleiadean portal. And I don't know about you guys, but like I've been feeling this moon, I still feel it. Like, here's a funny way to describe it. I got this image just now. It feels like it's showering like ethereal energy on us. Does it not feel that way? Like we're being showered with like cleansing vibes, because the Virgo moon is like cleansing. It's like cleansing us. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling that. Like it feels really, really good. It feels like a beautiful, like, oh, yes, I needed that. Thank you. Like, let's clear the energy and let's like move forward. So Nora, I just saw that you got on the list, so I'm going to add you to it, and then somebody else as well. So Let's just check. I just want to make sure I have the last name right. Yeah, isn't it? It really is. I mean, I'm amazed at how much is going on right now with this powerful moon. So Jessica, we're waiting for Jessica's question. If you are in the chat, please put up your question. Me too. I feel that too, Kimberly. I feel like, yeah, definitely like more, like, yeah, give me more of that. That feels really good. That's what I've been feeling. So good to have confirmation for sure. Dawn says, yes, clearing out the clutter too. Yes, I had a moment on, I think it was Friday, where I was like, okay, time to clean. And I like literally cleaned my area and like cleaned my office and like wiped all the dust. I mean, I got to the nitty gritty. Wendy says, yes, I had to go outside and ground myself. It felt really nice, even though it's still freezing. Yeah, right. That's not me, is it? I'm pretty sure I didn't sign up tonight. No, it wasn't. It's a different Jessica. And I think she just put up her question. Okay. So so I should probably make sure I have the right Jessica's name on the list. So, all right, transit reading. Okay. We got 11, 28, 80, and 413. And Bridgerton. I'm probably not even saying it. It's probably, yeah, no, it's Bridgerton. Oh my God. Have you guys watched that show? Oh, I love that show. I watched the whole thing. When are they going to come out with a freaking new freaking season? Okay. There's 3 of us. Yes, release of fear-based energies. Yes, exactly. Orbicron. Okay, so we got 11/28/80, 4:13 p.m. in Bridgerton. All right, transits. Let's see where we are at. Let's change the screen and share this chart. Okay, Kimberly. I love that. Yes. Okay, you're going to be able to see it in a second. Any moment now. Oh, that was interesting. Okay. Nellie knows Bridgerton. Oh my God, come on, move over. Okay, got it. Here we go. I'm just going to keep saying it the way I want to say it. Okay, so here we go. Transits for Jessica Slater. What do we got going on for you? Okay, first thing that jumps out, I'm going to go with it. You got North Node Leo and South Node Aquarius. So your South Node is also in your 10th house, and all of the Aquarius energy is transiting your 10th house. So here's what can be happening right now for you. You may be feeling like there is things that are getting resolved, things that are coming up and getting resolved in terms of your career. It's like the South Node is about the lessons that you came here with and your gifts, but it's also about karmic release and things that you still need to work through in life, and you need to move away from towards your North Node. So your North Node in Leo is like, you really need to remind yourself, like, you need to have fun. You need to let yourself have fun again. Focus on yourself, not in an ego way, not in like a materialistic, like ego-centered way, but in like a Pleiadian way, because the Leo energy in the fifth house is ruled by the Pleiades in a way, because it's about having fun and going with the flow and being a child again and letting your inner child come out and play. But right now, with all the Aquarius transiting your 10th house and your south node being right there, you may feel like this feels heavy, like this is karmic, like this is a new beginning, a reset in career. And I mean, it's cool, it's activating, but it's making you focus so much on what you came here to let go of that it can feel really heavy of a transit. That's the first thing that comes up for me, is that nodal axis. Let's see what else. Also, speaking of nodes, right? The south node is going through your 7th house. So the transiting south node is like empties the cup, and then you have to fill it back up with something new. So as it transits your 7th house of relationships, it's going to feel like maybe some relationships will end so that new ones can take the place of those old ones, because you need to let go of the relationships that like no longer fit your evolving self. You're evolving. You're laughing. I'm hoping that's because you're getting some confirmation. So you're evolving, you're changing, you're learning new things about yourself, right? The south node is going to be on your sun, not too long of a time. This coming year, and it's going to feel like, okay, what did I do? You know, like, okay, it's time to like release, just let it go. Let those relationships that no longer serve you go, because you are ready for new. Did Wendy catch something? Wendy's the official Uranus opposition snatcher. No, snatcher is not a word. Catcher. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So you were born, well, it's going to be a little while, but it is kind of there because you have Uranus. How old are you, Jessica? Sorry, I suck at those kind of math problems. I'm just literally asking you how old you are instead of like calculating if you were born in 1980 and it's 20. Okay, we're done. So you were born with Uranus at 26 degrees of Scorpio. So around 40, between 42, 43, 44 years old, what happens is we have something called the Uranus opposition. So I'm curious as to maybe how close to it you are, because although it's still pretty early and Uranus moves pretty slow, Uranus is only at 7 degrees. So for Uranus to get to 26 degrees, it's going to be a while. But think of it between 42 and 44, that's a time of great change and great shift. Because it makes you face yourself at a level that like you like really didn't know was possible. You really didn't know, like it makes you grow, like you take quantum leaps. But I think it's going to be a while before it gets to that point for you. I think right now you're focusing a lot on yourself with the North Node transiting your first house. And that's really important. And this Virgo full moon probably felt really strong for you too, because you also have a Virgo moon. So it activated your ability to manifest, and it like kind of illuminated your 4th house of the home, which is also where your North Node is, which is where you're supposed to be focusing on. So that probably the energies of this full moon probably felt really good and like really healing and like calming. Even though it's a very activated full moon, for you, the effect was probably more like, I feel better here. Like I feel better in this space. I feel home here. So that's what I see and the things that jump out at me. So thank you, Jessica, for getting that reading. So now we've got Kimberly, and then Nelly, and then Nora. So I will check PayPal one more time just in case. And we had a goods. Okay. So what is your question, Kimberly? 40. Okay. So yeah. So it'll be coming up in a little while. In a little while. It's going to be kind of gnarly too, because like in 4 years, well, 2 to 4 years, there's going to be big changes for the world. I mean, there already are, of course, but more stuff is going to be coming that will really revolutionize like what we even think of the world in general. Oh yeah, that's a good book to prepare for. I also did an episode on my podcast. Also, I forgot to mention that. So today is the last day to sign up for my Love Astro Compatibility readings, and I have them at half off. And so if you sign up by tonight at like midnight, you'll get them half off. Tomorrow they're going to go back to regular price. So if you're wanting to know like compatibility between you and someone, or like synastry between you and someone, it doesn't have to be a partnership or like a romantic thing. It can be like mother-daughter or father-son, things like that, can also be looked at in synastry with astrology. So those are what those readings are about. And I do have a little section where you explain to me like the nature of the relationship and what you're wanting to learn about it. So that, I just wanted to announce that. But I did do an episode on the Channel for Grace Uncut podcast where I basically talked about the Uranus opposition with a friend of mine who recently went through her Uranus opposition. So she was sharing her story and it was like really powerful. So that's a good way to prepare. And also Astrology and the Rising of the Kundalini by Barbara Handclough on Audible is also a really good way to prepare. So I figured it was better she learned about it earlier than later. It's actually true. That's true. That's very true, Wendy. I would highly recommend you learn about the Uranus opposition so it doesn't like hit you like blindsided. But it always does anyways, because it's Uranus, and Uranus is like suddenly it happens and you're there and you have to deal with it. But yes. And then one more thing I want to share before I do your reading, Kimberly, is if you want to connect with me and to connect with the community, I have a MeWe group. It's Channel for Grace Starseed Soul Tribe. I also have a page on there at Channel for Grace. I'm on Telegram, so I would love if you guys have Telegram, or if you're interested in getting Telegram. It's kind of like, it's a little bit like WhatsApp, that app, but it's a little safer, more privacy. And also it's really fun because I get to be like a lot more personal on there than the other platforms. So I'm actually really enjoying having that Telegram. It's like I can send you guys like little direct messages and little like insights and stuff like that. And make sure you join my email list. And I do have a free moon astrology guide that basically tells you your psychic gifts based off of your moon sign. So if you want to sign up for that, all you do is download it, and that automatically enters you into my email list. And then you stay connected, and I send out a weekly report as well. So let us do a reading for Miss Kimberly. Okay, let's see anything that I'm going to use the cards. I'm going to use the oracle cards. See what would be the best message for Kimberly to hear right now. What does she need to know right now? Message from the heart. And I'm also, oh my God, you guys, I'm creating a calendar of portals to tell you when there's like big portals opening up, Pleiadean portals, like starseed portals, and little tools and activities and things like that, or even journaling exercises that will help you tap into the energies. And that's going to come out on the spring equinox at the same time that we will have the spring webinar, that I'll do the webinar. Thank you, Wendy, for putting all the links in the chat. You're welcome, Jessica. Okay, what else? What else here? This one wants to come out. Okay. So, first card that we get, Kimberly, is the Sun. So, the first message is like this message has to do with it's a Pleiadian energy too. Because the main star, it's funny because the main star in the Pleiades is Alcyone. That's like their main star. And it is a star just like the sun. It shines light. And the sun rules again the sign of Leo and the fifth house of creativity and passion and your inner child. So this is a time that for you to I feel like there's a lot of healing too, because you also got Chiron and Pluto here. There's a lot of healing going on. The energy it's like you're going deep within and you're learning how to heal your inner child. The waxing gibbous moon is where something's building up. I feel like there's a buildup to some deep, soulful healing for you. And you got Chiron and Pluto. Chiron is the golden healer or the wounded healer. Pluto is where our power lies. He also is those tower moments because he rules Scorpio. He can push us into changing. He can push us into seeing things that maybe we don't want to see. But something is building up to a powerful sort of healing experience, and it feels like it's still developing, it's still happening, and you're still in the process of it. And it has to do with your inner child. It has to do with going within and activating or being with or releasing past trauma, or like from your childhood, and also could be from past lives as well. I want to pull some of the Avalon Oracle cards, but yeah, very strong message. If you like, Chiron is here. It's not a bad thing. It's like, actually, I feel like it's really beautiful because you're finally at a place where you can start to let go of all those things that really don't serve you, and make space for yourself and make space for your healing. So the swan comes out. Wow. Okay, if that's not Chiron, I don't know what is, right? Because the story of the swan is the story of the ugly duckling. And I've heard the Leo King talk a lot about Chiron. He calls the Leo King like Quasimodo, right? So it's like, it's your little Quasimodo in your chart. So it's like Quasimodo has to like get locked up in the tower because he's like Quasimodo, you know? And so he's like deformed or whatever. He's got a humpback and he's like super insecure. People are afraid of him. But inside, he's like the sweetest person, loving being ever. And that's our Chiron story. We feel like Quasimodo in our own little healing journey, and people sometimes get scared of us and we feel really insecure. But the truth is that inside there's this beautiful swan that is ready to like come out and show everybody like, this is the real me. Like, I am not what you think I am. Like, I am not what you may perceive me to be, but I am this. I will become this beautiful swan. And so it's about trusting in the gift of Chiron's healing and the journey. It's about trusting your psychic gifts and also about transformation. Oh my God. So it's the same thing that I feel when I was talking about the moon and how it's like showering us with this cleansing. It's like a waterfall that's like cleansing us energetically. It's cleansing the earth of gnarliness. It's literally what's going on right now. And you're experiencing this in a very personal way. Then you also get the wealth card. And so obviously, and you see in this card, it has very Empress vibes, very Taurus vibes. So wealth, meaning could be financial, but wealth meaning you feel full again, right? Like, so at the end of this healing journey, you're going to feel full again. You're going to feel like reawakened, and it's going to feel amazing, and you're going to feel the abundance in all ways, shapes, and forms coming into your life. Wow. I really felt that, Kim. That was really a beautiful, beautiful message. All right, Nelly, are you ready? Nelly and then Nora. Me too. Me too. All right, Nelly and Nora. We have room for one more if somebody wants to get on the list. Oh, and after this, you guys, sometime between like 8 and 9, I think, my sister Chandra Sangat, if you guys don't follow her, make sure to follow her. She's actually going to be going live and doing her reading that she does for the week, which is all about pulling animal spirit cards. So she's going to be going live on her channel. I think, yeah, Chandra Sangat is her channel. A progressed chart reading. Okay. Yeah, that was so beautiful. Yeah, that was so beautiful. It felt like you said from your heart. And like when I saw the swan, I was like, okay, this is fully on from the heart. And getting the sun, which is the Leo, which is like the heart, that's there too. Thank you to you as well. All right, let's go. Nelly. New natal chart. 8/21/76. Time 2:36. In Seattle. Okay. So let's go. And in the second chart, we're going to do a subsidiary chart, the progressions for today. Just want to make sure I got it right. 8/21/76, 2:36 p.m. Okay, got it right. So let's share. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, you're welcome. So she goes live every Sunday to do the animal reading. So we should all hop on over there when she goes live. Because I love hearing about the animal energies. Oh my God. She's really good at that. Okay. Okay. So Nelly's progress chart. So let's check it out. The one thing I'll say about progress charts is like you get one for the whole year, and like you don't really need to get another one unless, I mean, because it lasts so long. You'll see what I mean. Okay. So here we go. So Nelly, you were born with your sun in Leo and your moon in Cancer. Right now, your progressed sun is in Libra and your progressed moon is in Pisces. So what does this mean? It means that basically the progressed chart is how your soul has evolved over time in maturing its energy. So when you were born, your sun was at 28 degrees of Leo, and now it's evolved to 12 degrees of Libra. So it's learned the lessons of Leo. It's learned the lessons of basically Virgo, and now it's moved. I was seeing that the connection got a little funky there for a second, so apologize for that. But that is, so now your focus in terms of your life. Let me know if the connection is causing it to feel like super wonky. Because it looks like it's coming back, but it's kind of going in and out, which is very interesting. Yeah, so let me know in the chat, you guys. But I'll keep going unless, yeah, I can. There's room for one more. Okay. So, right now you're still a Leo sun at heart, right? But right now you have like literally moved forward and progressed into this beautiful, expression of uh, of who of who you are. And it is really about focusing on relationships and being and connecting to people, and being with other people, and that makes you feel good. Hey, Chandra, I just now noticed that you came in. So that's what that's really about. That's where your soul has evolved to. Just a short delay and I'm back. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. So your moon is actually in Pisces right now. So you're feeling super intuitive now. And this is a very, so it's like the higher octave of the sign of Cancer, because the sign of Cancer and the sign of Pisces are both water signs. So they are connecting to each other very powerfully here in your chart. And I believe they are trining. So this would be considered a trine. So that's going to feel really good. That's going to feel like a harmonious energy. Your intuition is really strong right now. So you got to trust that intuition very much. So the other thing we look at in progressed charts, at least in these mini readings, I look at the other planets too. But in terms of the mini readings, it is about what phase the moon is in. So right now, you're getting close to the full moon phase, which means your life feels like things are moving, things are expanding. And there's going to be a moment where you actually feel where the culmination of something that you started like 14 years ago, 14 and a half years ago, is going to finally come to fruition. All your intentions you set, everything that you put your heart into 14 years ago, whatever was going on, something began in your life about 14 years ago or a little less. And now it feels like it's culminating. It's reaching a conclusion. And to find out actually exactly, let me just do this real quick, when that full moon is going to be. And you know, your moon is still in Pisces, so it's going to be a while, but until, there it is right there. So December of 2023 is when the energy will be fully there, but you're going to start to feel it moving in that direction. And that's what it feels like things are activating. So you're in your life, you're in the waxing gibbous phase. So a phase where like things are moving forward, things are expanding, all of that stuff. So that's what's coming through for me in terms of your progress chart and the things that are the most important to really look at here. Okay, there we go. Next, we have Nora. Whenever you are ready. Thank you, Nelly. I'm wondering about how that kind of resonated with you as you were listening to that. The progress chart is like, it's never wrong, man. So things are building up to something really powerful that is going to be in 2023. Whoa. In a couple of years. You'll feel it. You'll feel the buildup. Nora and then Valerie again after that. And then that's it. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yay. All right. 2 more readings. Hi, Jai. I would like a natal chart reading. Okay. I love that. Is this for you? Out of curiosity. So there we go. Date is 11/5/79. And 7:15 in the morning. Anaheim. Okay, 11/5/79, 7:15 a.m. Anaheim, California. Okay, cool. Cool. So let's see what we got. And I'm going to share the screen. And there we go. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. Nelly. Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting. Okay. So, let's take a look at Nora's chart. So you have Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Gemini, Venus in Sagittarius. You've got Mars in Leo, you're a Scorpio rising, North Node in Virgo, South Node in Pisces. So I'm going to kind of talk in general what all these things really mean. So with the Scorpio Sun in the 12th house, you have a very strong, and Scorpio rising, you have a lot of strong Scorpio energy in your chart. You're very intuitive, you're very intense, you're very kind of it's a passion, it's a determination, it's a very powerful energy that you connect with, that you express, that when people look at you, they're like, whoa, she's really intense. But this is also really intuitive because Sun in the 12th house gives you a lot of intuition. With your moon in Gemini, you are very flexible. You process your emotions in a very mental way. You have to logic your way through how you feel. And that's just a natural thing that the Gemini energy does. Wherever your moon is too in your chart is where your life fluctuates the most. So the moon is in your 7th house, and it means that the thing that fluctuates the most in your life is relationships. In terms of your Venus, you've got Venus in Sag and also Mercury in Sag. So you desire freedom in relationships. You desire independence. You speak the truth. Like Sagittarius, Mercury is a very strong, like, truth bringer. You're a truth bringer in essence, and you really need a lot of freedom in order to feel comfortable in relationships. With your Mars in Leo, the way that your drive, the way that you take action in life, and the way that you move forward in life is you want to shine your light as bright as you can. You're loyal. You like to have fun. You're going to do things in a really fun way, in a really kind of flashy way. And that's what I think makes you a fun person to be around. However, that is, the Leo energy does square the Scorpio energy, so that those two things can feel like they're at odds sometimes within you. And with North Node in Virgo, you're here to learn how to experience the physical world, to focus on your health, to focus on your career as well, to maybe be of service in some kind of way. Jupiter's really expanding that energy strongly, exactly conjunct your North Node. You are here this is like service industry kind of work, or just in general, like you're here to be of service in some way, and also to focus on your daily life. And then you've had a lot of spiritual experiences in the past, but that's your wisdom, and that's what you bring into this world, and you channel it through your service and what you do and how you show up here in the present moment in your life every day, and how you take care of yourself. And also you bring all that wisdom to your space of career. And your healing journey with Chiron is you're learning to find to heal your insecurities, your sense of self-esteem. You're learning to find your self-esteem, to feel more secure within yourself, and to trust like your own intuition, your own abilities, and your own desires, and your own like needs and wants. Because the Taurus energy is very much about what makes you feel comfortable. So you're learning how to feel comfortable and how to trust that certain things make you feel comfortable and certain things don't. And that's what you're learning. You're learning about that experience. So it's a very healing. You may have issues also with health as well, because Chiron is in the 6th house of health. So maybe that's why you're inspired to help people with that. Just maybe that's something in your life. So there you go. Thank you, Nora. That was really sweet. And we've got Valerie. And then I see that you signed up twice, Valerie. Or was that just me? No, I think it's just once. I mean, the second time? Okay, looks like you just signed up once. All right, so Valerie, go ahead, and this is the last reading that we are doing for the night. Thank you, everyone. Yes, thank you for being here. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. The replay always stays up. If you got a reading tonight and you want to come watch the replay, you'll have to kind of find it where it's at. But I always leave them up. So, oh, cool. Very exciting, Nora. I love that. Okay, compatibility. So this is Jessica and Jason. Okay, let's check it out. Wait, that's not the right one. Or is it? No, is it Pasadena, right? You were born in Pasadena? I believe so. And then here we go. Jason. And we've got, I gotta move this out of the way. Okay. 2186. 402. And Rochester. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so yeah, so you were born in... Okay. Yeah, me too. These are really fun. All right, so here we go. Let me just make sure I got it right. 7/18/91, 11:11 a.m. Pasadena, and 2186, 4:02 a.m. in Rochester, Michigan. Okay, taking a picture and now going to the image. We're going to mark it up, and here we go. Okay. So with the synastry readings, what we look at is the inner planets, because the inner planets are the ones that give us, the ones that we interact with on a regular basis. Like you're not going to really interact with your Plutos. You're going to feel like a backdrop, like what I call the outer planets and compatibility is like they're the backdrop. They're like holding it. They're like the foundation. But everything else interacts with each other on a daily basis. Sun, moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury, all that stuff. And then the nodes can tell you whether you guys have a connection like past life. Juno can tell you if you're soulmates. And North Node and stuff can tell you like whether you guys are kind of on the same path or have an alignment or a synastry there. So here we go. You have Sun in Cancer and he has Sun in Aquarius. So these are two very different energies. The Sun in Cancer is like very intuitive, like we talked about. And then the Sun in Aquarius is very open-minded. For these two energies to align, there has to be other stuff in the chart that really connects them, because these two energies are like, they're so different. It's almost like, do I really understand your way of being? The connection that you do have with all of his Aquarius energy is your Saturn. So you understand it because you have a planet on it in Aquarius. You understand the Aquarius energy. So then it balances itself out. With the moon in Libra and then moon in Scorpio, your moons are really close to each other. They're like pretty much, they're conjunct, not exactly. So you have a similar energy, but at the same time, it's very different. So you're much more balanced emotionally, and he has much more of an intense emotional expression. He's very expressive. He's very passionate. He is very deep and soulful, and this will show in how he feels and how he expresses his emotions. It's like this an intensity that sometimes can be a little overwhelming. Another thing I do recognize here and see is that he's got his moon conjunct his south node, which means that he may have had past life issues with like his relationship with his mom. is something, either it's a karmic relationship, he's working something out, it maybe not be that good of a relationship, he may have trouble with his mom, because that's the moon is the mom or the mother figure in the chart, even the feminine. So he's learning about his relationship to the feminine in general, to the mother, all of that, and it's a karmic thing, so it's a lesson that he came here to learn in this lifetime. Okay, with Venus. So remember, your Venus and your Mars are in Virgo. So you have this desire. You're picky. You know what you want. You want things a certain way, and you're going to be very detail oriented and focused on those things in order to accomplish what you want and get those things that you desire. For him, he's got Venus in Aquarius and Mars in Scorpio. So a lot of strong Scorpio energy. He's got a dignified Mars, so he's going to be relentless. Like, you can't stop him from doing what he sets his mind on. And what he desires is, he has a very kind of a futuristic outlook on life, with the placements in Aquarius here. He's in your fifth house, so he actually activates your creativity, which is actually a really beautiful alignment. But in Aquarius, Venus is like very open-minded. So it's like he's cool with, he's flexible in terms of like what he likes in a relationship. Like, he'll be open-minded. He won't have problem exploring things that are new to him, and he's not as strict in a sense with the essence of what he desires in life. He really just desires to move forward and focus on the future and like keep moving forward. But he acts on that in a very strong, like relentless kind of way. With your Mercuries, you have Mercury in Leo and Jupiter right there, and he's got Mercury in Aquarius. So this is also his mind. His mind is like really explorative. Like, he will love talking about like different things, like new inventions, new ideas, little gadgets that he could like come up with, that will make the world a better place, and like all that stuff, because the Aquarius energy is very innovative, and he's kind of a little revolutionary. Like, he's a little rebel at heart. And then for you with Mercury and Leo, you're much more expressive in terms of your communication, and you love to be the center of attention. And you also really need, for the way when you communicate, you need to know that people are like listening and that you're being valued, and that like, because what Leo hates is like feeling like they're not loved. So that's really important for you in terms of your communication. But it's a big thing because Jupiter is right there conjunct your Mercury. Yeah, Jupiter, Mercury. Okay, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. Okay, so you are Libra rising, and he is where's his rising? Sagittarius rising. So very different energies. You have more balance to you. You have more desire to, but look at this. This is also trining all of his Aquarius energy. So yes, that's a very beautiful, harmonious connection. But you're much more balanced. He's like Dora the Exploradora, in a way, because he loves to go and break the limits. He really loves to go and explore new limits. Okay. The last thing, let's see. There was one more thing I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, Juno. Okay, so you have Juno in Capricorn, and he has Juno in Sagittarius. So this is an interesting energy. So his Capricorn has a connection to your Juno, and you have Black Moon Lilith. So he's attracted to your like renegade goddess within, because Black Moon Lilith is the renegade goddess, and in Sagittarius she's like a little daredevil. So he's drawn to that in you, and then you're drawn to his like way of his intuition. You're drawn to his way of like seeing the world. His visions are really beautiful to you. And then with him, North Node Scorpio, South Node, North Node Taurus, South Node Scorpio. You have North Node Capricorn, South Node Cancer. the connection is that these are two earth signs and these are two water signs. So you're both intuitive, you both have intuitive gifts, and you're both moving towards a direction of manifesting things into reality. Taurus does it by finding and learning to be more stable and find more stability and ways of like bringing abundance and money into his life. And then for you, you do it by setting goals and working hard every single day to meet those goals, to make those things happen. So you're both in a similar energy of like moving forward into the future, coming from a place of very intuitive connection. So that helps you both move forward. So you help each other move towards your destiny. So there you go. Wow, that was like a lot. I was talking really fast. But yay, thank you so much, everyone. And so in my love astro compatibility readings, I go over that stuff, but like in way more detail, and I take my time. But that was kind of like I was trying to get all that in there. But yeah, so that guy said the love astro compatibility readings are half off until like midnight, I guess Eastern time, or I don't know, Pacific. I don't care. I'll change it tomorrow. So whenever tomorrow they'll change it back. So yes, you're welcome, Jessica. Very, very, very cool. Thank you everyone that signed up for a reading. Make sure you connect to our little tribe on MeWe and on Telegram, and make sure that you sign up for my email list. And so in a little while, we are going to, Chandra Sangat is going to go live and do her weekly reading forecast with the animal cards. So join me. We're going to hop on over there. And then also tomorrow night, we have the Magic of Venus show. So it's like we're on a marathon of like broadcast, because I've been going live since Thursday every night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then tomorrow again. So there you go. There's Chandra Sangat. Make sure you guys follow her there. Subscribe to her channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified of when she goes live. And then do the same for my channel as well if you are enjoying this content. And we will see you tomorrow for the Magic of Venus. Satnam, you guys. See you soon.